Have you ever asked yourself this question? What is the cost of tolerating what should never be tolerated? Think about it. You let a small disrespect slide once. You excuse a cruel remark. You brush off controlling behavior, manipulation, or dishonesty. But slowly, without realizing, it becomes the new normal. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "You become what you tolerate. If you suffer it willingly, you teach them how to treat you." Men today, just like men in ancient Rome, face the same dilemma. Where do you draw the line? Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and watch until the very end, because the lessons we're about to unpack aren't just philosophical, they're life-changing. If you absorb them, they will completely shift the way you handle women, relationships, and most importantly, your own self-respect. So today, through the lens of Stoicism and the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, we're going to break down unacceptable female behaviors no man should ever tolerate. But first, let's build some context. The context, a story of a man who lost himself. Picture a man named Adrian, strong, disciplined, and ambitious when young. He meets a woman who he believes completes him. At first, the relationship feels like the perfect harmony of souls. She laughs at his jokes, she admires his drive, she calls him her rock. But slowly, the behaviors creep in. First, it's criticism masked as jokes. She mocks his dreams in front of her friends. He laughs it off because he doesn't want to create conflict. Then, it's subtle control. She tells him which friends are bad influences. She frowns when he spends time at the gym. She guilt-trips him when he focuses on his career. At first, Adrian thinks, maybe this is normal, maybe this is love. But one day he looks in the mirror and realizes the man staring back at him is no longer the man he once admired. His discipline is gone. His confidence is shattered. His ambition is weakened. And why? Because he tolerated the intolerable. Marcus Aurelius warned against this kind of slow erosion of the soul. He said, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. If it is not acceptable, do not allow it. And this, my friends, is where our journey begins. Behavior. Number 1. Disrespect. Disrespect is the root of all decay in a relationship. It starts small, sarcasm, dismissive. Comments, eye rolls, mockery. But disrespect tolerated becomes disrespect multiplied. A man who accepts disrespect teaches the woman that he values her approval more than his dignity. Marcus Aurelius once reflected, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Disrespect only thrives if your mind permits it. The moment you excuse it, you hand over your power." Adrian, our example, learned this too late. Every time he laughed off her insults, every time he let her speak down to him in front of others, he carved away at his own respect. Men, listen carefully. Respect is not negotiable. The moment you excuse its absence, you invite the collapse of everything else. Behavior. Number 2. Manipulation. Manipulation is poison wrapped in honey. It can look like guilt-tripping, playing victim, or emotional blackmail. Marcus Aurelius taught, a man's worth is measured by the objects of his attention. If your attention is consumed by defending yourself against manipulation, then you've already surrendered control. When a woman manipulates, she is testing the strength of your boundaries. If you allow her games to dictate your actions, you show her that your emotions, not your reason, are in charge. Stoicism teaches us the opposite: reason over emotion, clarity over chaos. Never allow manipulation to dictate your choices. To tolerate, it is to lose the sovereignty of your mind. Behavior. Number 3. Constant criticism. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about dealing with difficult people. He reminded himself daily, when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. But notice what he also said. You must not let them drag you down into bitterness. A woman who constantly criticizes is no different from the meddling and arrogant people Marcus warned about. She criticizes to control, to weaken, to dominate. Strong man doesn't argue back endlessly. He doesn't beg for validation. He simply sets the boundary. Constant criticism is unacceptable. Because here's the truth, you cannot build love on contempt. Behavior. For 4, lack of loyalty. Loyalty is the backbone of trust. Without it, relationships are nothing but illusions. Marcus Aurelius lived in a world where betrayal was common, political, personal, even familial. Yet he still wrote, "If anyone can refute me, show me I'm mistaken, I'll gladly change, but I will not be loyal to falsehood." Loyalty is about truth. If a woman cannot remain loyal when you are down, if she seeks attention elsewhere, if she turns against you when you need her most, this is a betrayal of truth. A man who tolerates disloyalty does not just lose her respect, he loses respect for himself. Behavior. 5. Controlling your purpose. Every Stoic understood the importance of purpose. To Marcus, life was duty, duty to Rome, duty to philosophy, duty to his own integrity. Now imagine a woman who constantly undermines your mission. She mocks your business ideas. She complains that you work too hard. She tries to distract you from the path you know you must walk. This is unacceptable. A man's purpose is not up for negotiation. It is the compass of his life. A woman who demands you abandon it does not love you. She loves her own control. Marcus, who wrote, "Just that you do the right thing, the rest doesn't matter. If she forces you to choose between her demands and your duty, always choose duty." Behavior. And for 6, playing the victim. Marcus Aurelius faced wars, plagues, betrayals, and unimaginable stress. Yet never once did he fall into self-pity. He wrote, "You have power over your mind. You can strip away many superfluous troubles." But some women thrive in victimhood. They exaggerate their pain, dramatize every inconvenience, and make every disagreement about how much they are suffering. If you tolerate this behavior, you will be dragged into endless cycles of guilt and rescue. A Stoic man does not indulge victimhood. He offers empathy but not indulgence. He recognizes the difference between true suffering and manipulative theatrics. Never tolerate a victim mentality. It will drain your energy, cloud your reason, and entrap you in her emotional chaos. Behavior. 7. Dishonesty. Honesty is the core of Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not true, do not say it." Dishonesty is a cancer in relationships. Lies, half-truths, hidden motives, they rot trust from the inside out. If a woman lies, cheats, or conceals important truths and you accept it, you are complicit in your own destruction. The Stoic response is simple. Demand truth, not with anger, not with threats, but with calm, unshakable boundaries. If she cannot be honest, she cannot remain. Behavior. The 8. Disrespect for your boundaries. Finally, the ultimate test. Boundaries. Marcus Aurelius practiced boundaries not with walls, but with inner discipline. He allowed no one to corrupt his character, regardless of their actions. A woman who pushes past your boundaries, whether it's your time, your values, your space, is telling you one thing. She does not see you as sovereign. And here's the rule. Once boundaries are ignored and tolerated, they cease to exist. Never explain a boundary more than once. Enforce it or lose it. Conclusion. The Stoic responses. There you have it. 8 unacceptable female behaviors no man should ever tolerate. Viewed through the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism. Disrespect, manipulation, constant criticism, lack of loyalty, controlling your purpose, playing the victim, dishonesty, disrespect for your boundaries. Each of these, if tolerated, will destroy not just your relationship, but your very sense of self. Marcus Aurelius lived as a man surrounded by betrayal, manipulation, and chaos, yet he remained unmoved. His secret: he refused to tolerate what was not virtuous, and as a man, you must do the same. So remember Adrian's story. Remember the emperor's wisdom. And remember this truth: what you allow is what will continue. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.